During those early years of my life, man, my character was just kind of out of whack. So I went to school to learn when I wanted to learn, and when I didn't want to learn, I didn't learn. When I wanted to act crazy. So eventually I got myself into a place within the Davidson County school system where I was actually put out of the school system throughout the county and was not able to go. But fortunately enough, there was a safety net out there for me that was had the ability then, to join the military without having to have graduated from high school during those times back in the early 70s. So I went into the United States Navy, stayed in there a short period of time, got out of the Navy, went to OIC, Opportunities Industrialization Center, and got a GED. And from there, I proceeded to go to Tennessee State University. But mind you, all the time that I was going through all these processes, I had a desire to do better in life, but at the same time, I was drug addicted. But I was still trying to push through and forge my way through. And of course, my time at TSU didn't last long because of my drug addiction. Eventually, I ended up dropping out of school and the like there. Ended up incarcerated in the state prison system, spent time in the prison system, approximately 5 years of my life in the prison system, incarcerated, in and out of jails and stuff like that. So although I've had some schooling in TSU, Trevecca East Campus Prison Program while I was yet incarcerated, and did some stuff with Edmondson Junior College, which is a now defunct school there itself. But at the same time, not having a degree of in any particular area, but just over the years of my life, just have gained just a measure of knowledge in so many different areas, and just from a lot of personal life experiences that I find myself sitting on here in this forum with you on today.
Mm-hmm. When you think, Pastor Walker, in terms of the topic today, empowering African Americans for social, economic, and political success, exactly what do you see as some of the major issues in reference to some of these areas? Well,
Dr. Haney, there are a great number of issues that are major in terms of how it relates to us as a people. One of the things that I think first and foremost is that we have to learn how to educate and equip and empower ourselves. We have to learn how to really go back, search out, and get our own true history, and not just be so reliant upon just some of the stuff that we're taught, because I've learned from my years of living, and my experiences that I had in grade school coming up, that my history was not accurately taught to me. I was made to believe and understand that my history only extended to the shores of this country right here in terms of slavery. And it never went beyond the shores in terms of who I was and where I came from and what the culture was or the whole gamut of who I am today. It's not just found right here it didn't begin right here on the shores of the United States of America, but it transcended. Absolutely. Real sense. Absolutely. It transcended these shores and stuff. And until we go back and get an in-depth knowledge of who we are, then it's kind of hard to direct ourselves, because we've been plagued and saddled by so many different stereotypes that it's keeping us from moving forward in the things that we need to move forward in.
And so what we're going to do, Pastor, is to take this first commercial break, but I think that that's exactly what the audience needs to hear this morning in terms of efforts that can be made to improve African Americans, and not only African Americans. I think that some of the things that you're talking about can apply to almost any group.
Absolutely.
You see, because I think that these are things that when people talk about how to be successful, these are some of the things that people generally talk about.
Absolutely.
But we're most concerned at this particular moment with the African American, and I think that what you're doing now is presenting us with some information, and we're going to take this first commercial break, and we're going to be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break.